All right, what's up, people? Got a frog in my throat. Why do they say that? Frog in your throat. How do you have a fucking frog in your throat? I have no idea. Anywho, this is going to be the long awaited sequel to my Buddhism 300 series. Buddhism 303, Dharmakaya. Now, when I went into this, I was like, I actually made a 45-minute video on this already, and I decided not to upload it because it shouldn't be 45 minutes. It should be 1 minute. And although it's not going to be 1 minute, let me tell you why it should be 1 minute. So we can take, okay, these are the footprints of the Buddha, but we want to take like a mandala that's, okay, we take this mandala here, right? So if I say Dharmakaya is here, right? The center. And then Sambhogakaya is everything else, right? What is Dharmakaya? Dharmakaya is the page on which it is written. It really is that fucking simple. It's both that simple and that complex. That's what Dharmakaya is. It's the ultimate foundation. So we can talk about form and essence, and we can talk about self and world and things like that. But when we talk about the very canvas on which this painting is had, now we're getting into Dharmakaya. The very foundation, the very fundament of reality. And I think I've probably already made a couple of videos on Dharmakaya already. It's really not something you can talk about. It's not something anybody can talk about. It's not like saying like it's a secret, it's a sworn secret or anything like that. We just have no direct experience of it. That's kind of the point. That's why you have the mandala. Expression field is always through the first two of the three bodies. We cannot ever understand this fundamental reality. And to that end, I want to recommend somebody. And this is, he's a Western physicist. His name is Dr. Donald Hoffman. I don't know if there's two N's in there, but there's definitely two F's. I mean, in the last name. So, yeah, go look this guy up. He's somebody that's pushing the envelope towards this non-duality without realizing that he's actually doing it. He's not coming at this from any kind of philosophical angle. His field of study is basically, I guess you might want to call cognitive science, but with a relation to physics. So what he's basically doing is he's rewriting all of scientific theory from the standpoint that consciousness is not an emergent property of matter, but matter is rather an emergent state of affairs with regard to consciousness, which is prior. And this is something that the East has always understood. Buddhism has always understood this. Hinduism has always understood this. This is like the primal teaching. This is non-duality. And this guy's coming to it, and he's giving lectures, and he's actually convincing other physicists. He has a way to rewrite. If you watch some of his lectures that he gives, like his presentations, he has a way to rewrite all the laws of physics such that they emerge from consciousness. And it's really beautiful because they're finally coming around. And I'm not talking about the Deepak Chopras and all that stuff, even though I don't think he's as full of shit as everybody says he is. But, you know, he's obviously trying to popularize something that perhaps is not meant to be popular, at least right now, you know. But the idea is that the fundamental bits of reality are conscious bits, not material bits. Materialism is basically it's kind of like a codification of consciousness. It's like a way of understanding things. So when we externalize the world and all that stuff, we're basically doing that. And he goes through a great evolutionary breakdown of why we don't see the world as it is, and why if we did, we'd fail evolutionarily, we'd die. Again, Donald Hoffman, go check him out. But like I said, Dharmakaya is not that hard. It's basically the sheet of paper that the mandala is written on. Except if you could imagine that it had no thickness. So anywho, yeah, Buddhism 303. I know it's cryptic, but you'll get it eventually.